All right, guys, the perfect square trinomial is a formula where we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared will factor out to a plus b squared, or a squared minus 2ab plus b squared factors out to a minus b squared. So what we're doing in completing the square is we're going to add this middle term divided by 2 squared. Okay, and what that does is it makes it in this formula. So let's look at what we have right here. So we have x squared plus 16x minus 84 equals negative 4. So in order to use completing the square, our a has to be 1. So if it's not 1, we have to go through and divide everything by it and make it 1. And it also, we want this space to be empty. We don't want anything there. So we're going to add this 84 over to the other side. And we get x squared plus 16x equals 80. Okay? So the trick is we're going to take half of this term, half of that 16, which is 8, and we're going to add 8 squared. So we're adding 8 squared there, so we add 8 squared here. Okay, so then this is going to make it a perfect square trinomial. This is ax squared plus 2abx plus b squared. So this one, because we've completed the square, will factor out to x plus 8 squared equals 144. Now we take and we solve it by square rooting both sides, and this gives us x plus 8. Now anytime you take a square root inside of an equation, this is a rule you have to know. If you take a square root inside of an equation, you have to put a plus or minus in front of there, because plus 12 is 144, but negative 12 is also 144. So now we're going to get two answers. We got x plus 8 equals positive 12, or x plus 8 equals negative 12. Okay, so we subtract 8, we get x equals 4. And subtract 8, we get x equals negative 20. Okay, so that's solving an equation by completing the square. Now, a lot of you guys would look at this original problem and go, oh, if I just added this 4 over, I would get x squared plus 16x minus 80 equals 0. We could do diamond here. We got negative 80 on the top because that's 1 times negative 80, 16 on the bottom. We multiply it out. We got 20 and negative 4. 20 times negative 4 is negative 80. 20 plus negative 4 is 16. So this gives us x plus 20 times x minus 4 equals 0. We use no factor. We get x plus 20 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0. So x equals negative 20 and x equals 4. Got the same exact answer as over here, but we did it a different way. Both ways totally acceptable. In my class, I would never say you have to solve it this way. Completing the square is just a great way to know how to solve it. It also helps us to put it into vertex mode if you like to graph parabolas using vertex mode. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one.